Viral multiplication. The genetic information necessary for viral replication is contained in the viral nucleic acid. But lacking biosynthetic enzymes, the virus depends on the synthetic machinery of the host cell for replication. Early studies on viral replication employed the bacteriophage as the model. While there are general similarities in the pattern of multiplication of bacterial and animal viruses, there are also important differences. The viral multiplication cycle can be divided into 6 sequential phases, though the phases may sometimes overlap. These 6 phases are adsorption, penetration, uncoding, biosynthesis, maturation, and release. Adsorption. Virions may come into contact with cells by random collision, but adsorption takes place only if there is affinity between the two. The cell surface should contain specific receptor sites to which the virus can gain attachment. In influenza viruses, the heme agglutination on the virus surface gets attached. In influenza viruses, the hemagglutinin on the virus surface gets attached to glycoprotein receptor sites on the surface of the respiratory epithelium. Destruction of the receptor sites by RDE prevents virus adsorption. With HIV, attachment is between the CD4 receptor on the host cells and the viral surface glycoprotein GP120. In the case of poliovirus, the receptor is lipoprotein present on the surface of primate but not rodent cells. The poliovirus can therefore attach itself to primate cells but not on to rodent cells. Differences in susceptibility to viral infection are to a large extent based on the presence or absence of receptors on cells. If the phase of adsorption can be bypassed, cells normally insusceptible to viruses may be rendered susceptible to them. Thus, infectious nucleic acid extracted from picornaviruses can infect rodent cells, which are resistant to infection by the whole virus. Step 2. Penetration. Bacteria possess rigid cell walls. Bacterial viruses can't therefore penetrate into bacterial cells, and only the nucleic acid is introduced intracellularly by a complex mechanism. Animal cells do not have rigid cell walls, and the whole virus can enter into them. Virus particles may be engulfed by a mechanism resembling phagocytosis, a process known as viropexis. Alternatively, in enveloped viruses, the viral envelope may fuse with the plasma membrane of the host cell and release the nucleocapsid into the cytoplasm. Step 3. Uncoding. This is the process of stripping the virus of its outer layers and capsid so that the nucleic acid is released into the cell. With most viruses, uncoating is effected by the action of lysosomal enzymes of the host cell. In pox viruses, uncoating is a two-step process. In the first step, the outer coat is removed by lysosomal enzymes in the phagocytic vacuole. The inner core of the virus containing the internal protein and nucleic acid is released into the cytoplasm, where the second step of uncoating is effected by a viral uncoating enzyme and the DNA is liberated. Step 4. Biosynthesis. This phase includes the synthesis not merely of the viral nucleic acid and capsid protein, but also the enzymes necessary in the various stages of viral synthesis, assembly, and release. In addition, certain regulator proteins are also synthesized, which serve to shut down normal cellular metabolism and direct the sequential production of viral components. The site of viral synthesis depends on the type of virus. In general, most DNA viruses synthesize their nucleic acid in the host cell nucleus. The exceptions are the pox viruses, which synthesize all their components in the host cell cytoplasm. Most RNA viruses synthesize all their components in the cytoplasm. Exceptions are orthomyxoviruses, some paramyxoviruses, and retroviruses, which are synthesized particularly in the nucleus. Viral protein is synthesized only in the cytoplasm of the host cell. What are the steps in the biosynthesis? Transcription of messenger RNA from the viral nucleic acid. Translation of the messenger RNA into early proteins. These early or non-structural proteins are enzymes which initiate and maintain the synthesis of virus and its components. They may also induce shutdown of the host protein and nucleic acid synthesis. Replication of viral nucleic acid, synthesis of late or structural proteins, which are the components of daughter virion capsids. The critical step in viral biosynthesis is the transcription of messenger RNA from the viral nucleic acid. Once this is achieved, the host cell resources can be utilized for translating messenger RNA into viral components. Depending on the structure of their genome, viruses use different strategies for the transcription of messenger RNA. Replication mechanisms. Viruses have been categorized into 6 classes by Baltimore in 1970 based on their replication mechanisms. Class 1. In the case of fully double-stranded DNA viruses such as adenovirus, herpes virus, papoviruses, the DNA enters the host cell nucleus and uses the host cell enzymes for transcription. The extracted DNA from these viruses is infectious. With hip-adderley double-stranded DNA, the duplex is completed by a viral DNA polymerase inside the host cytoplasm. The mature DNA then moves into the nucleus to be transcribed by the host transcriptases. Extracted hipadenovirus DNA is not infectious. Pox viruses, which replicate in the cytoplasm from messenger RNA using polymerase contained in the virion itself. Pox virus DNA is not infectious. Case 2, Class 2. With single-stranded DNA viruses, for example, parvoviruses, the DNA molecule moves into the host cell nucleus and is converted into the duplex form. Transcription is achieved by host enzymes. Class 3. In reoviruses, the double-stranded RNA is transcribed to messenger RNA by viral polymerases. Class 4. Depending on the method of messenger RNA transcription, single-stranded RNA viruses are classified into 2 categories. In the positive strand, plus strand or positive sense RNA viruses, the viral RNA itself acts as the messenger RNA. Viral RNA is infectious by itself and is translated directly into viral proteins in the host cell cytoplasm. For example, picorna and Toga viruses. Class 5. In the negative strand, minus sense RNA viruses, for example, rhabdo, orthomyxo, paramyxoviridae, the RNA is antisense with polarity opposite to messenger RNA. These possess their own RNA polymerases for messenger RNA transcription. Extracted nucleic acids from these viruses are not infectious. Class 6. Retroviridae exhibit a unique replicative strategy. The single-stranded RNA genome is converted into an RNA-DNA hybrid by the viral reverse transcriptase RNA-directed DNA polymerase enzyme. Double-stranded DNA is then synthesized from the RNA-DNA hybrid. The double-stranded DNA from the provirus, is integrated into the host cell chromosome. This integration may lead to transformation of the cell and development of neoplasia. Step 5 of virus multiplication is maturation. Assembly of daughter virions follows the synthesis of viral nucleic acid and proteins. Virion assembly may take place in the host cell nucleus or cytoplasm. Herpes and adenoviruses are assembled in the nucleus, while picorna and pox viruses are assembled in the cytoplasm. At this stage, the non-enveloped viruses are present intracellularly as fully developed virions, but in the case of enveloped viruses, only the nucleocapsid is complete. Envelopes are derived from the host cell membrane during the process of budding. The host cell membrane, which becomes the envelope, is modified by incorporation of virus-specific antigens. Herpes viruses assembled in the nucleus acquire their envelope from the nuclear membrane as they are released into the cytoplasm enclosed in a vesicle. Myxoviruses bud from the cell surface and their envelope is formed by the modified cytoplasmic membrane of the host cell. The incorporation of viral antigen heme-agglutinin on the cell membrane endows the cell with the property of heme adsorption. 6. Release. In bacterial viruses, the release of progeny virions takes place by lysis of the infected bacterium. However, in animal viruses, release usually occurs without cell lysis. Myxoviruses are released by a process of budding from the cell membrane over a period of time. The host cell is unaffected and may even divide, the daughter cells continuing to release virions. Progeny virions are released into the surrounding medium and may infect other cells. In some viruses, for example, varicella, Transmission occurs directly from cell to cell, very little free virus being demonstrable extracellularly in the medium. Not all animal viruses spare the host cell. The poliovirus causes profound damage to the host cell and may be released by cell lysis. Eclipse phase. From the stage of penetration till the appearance of mature daughter virions, the virus can't be demonstrated inside the host cell. This period, during which the virus seems to disappear or go underground, is known as the eclipse phase. The time taken for a single cycle of replication is about 15 to 30 minutes for bacteriophages and about 15 to 30 hours for animal viruses. A single infected cell may release a large number of progeny virions. While this can be determined readily in bacteriophages, burst size, it is difficult to assess in animal viruses that are released over a prolonged period. Abnormal replicative cycles. A propagation of daughter virions produced may not be infective. This is due to defective assembly. Such incomplete viruses are seen in large proportions when cells are infected with a high dose of influenza virus. The virus will have a high hemagglutinin titer but low infectivity. This is known as the von Magnus phenomenon. Virus infection in some cells does not lead to production of infectious progeny. In such cells, non-permissive cells, the viral components may be synthesized, but maturation or assembly is defective, and either no release occurs or the progeny is non-infectious. This is known as absorptive infection. Here, the defect is in the type of cell and not in the parental viruses. Some viruses are genetically defective in that when they infect cells, they are unable to give rise to fully formed progeny. Yield of progeny virions occurs only if the cells are simultaneously infected with a helper viruses which can supplement the genetic deficiency. For example, some strains of the Rous sarcoma virus RSV can't code for the synthesis of the viral envelope. When RSV or Rous sarcoma virus infects a cell that harbors a helper virus, for example, avian leukosis virus, infectious progeny result, the helper virus contributing to the synthesis of the envelope. The envelope antigen of progeny Rous sarcoma virus will therefore be determined by the type of helper virus. Other examples of defective viruses are the hepatitis D virus and adeno-associated satellite viruses, which replicate only in the presence of their helper viruses, hepatitis B and adenoviruses respectively. Viruses which are genetically deficient and therefore incapable of producing infectious daughter virions without the helper activity of another virus are known as defective viruses.